This is a quick summary video for the materials covered in the introduction module. The purpose of the introduction module was to give you a flavor for the course, to touch on many of the topics that we'll cover in the course, for you to get a feeling for the way the online discussion would flow. I hope it's met that objective. And also to look at some structures for funds. The 130/30 fund I think you'll find is kind of interesting. That was expected to be a very big deal, probably 5 or 6 years ago, and it's turned out to be not such a big deal, mostly because alpha is hard to generate. If alpha was easy to generate, it would be magic, and 130/30 funds would be all over the place. It's not. And it's not a much different process than a traditional mutual fund has. Throughout the course, we'll look at how alpha is generated in different sorts of structures, and that's certainly one. We touched on Brooks automation in this first module of the course. We'll look at that in more detail, a deeper dive in a couple of weeks. But it's an interesting case, and it's a good way to take a look at what does a buyback do, how does it change the balance sheet, how does leverage impact a company, who does that help, who does that hurt, what are the trade-offs there. You can think of a 130/30 fund as an index fund plus a market neutral hedge fund. I encourage you to take that on and see if that works for you in terms of thinking about a 130/30 fund. We'll talk about both quantitative and qualitative fundamental investing throughout the course. My background is primarily fundamental, so we'll spend more time there. That's what I can bring more expertise to in. So I look forward to the next module. It's valuation, and we'll compare notes then.